The newsday continues here in One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. The Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage System, or MWSS, warns of a possible water rate hike. MWSS Chief Regulator Patrick Lester T. said the depreciation of the peso is expected to push water rates up. He explained that this is part of the ongoing rate rebasing that will take effect in January. T assured the public that they are looking for ways to minimize the impact of the price increase to consumers.
We'll try our best to minimize or at least spread this increase through the next 5 years. So yan ang balak po natin na hindi mo sana mabigla ang ating mga consumers. So we're hoping na in the next few years ay mag-recover ang ating peso.
Meat importers are asking for lower tariffs on imported pork to help ease prices. Faith Del Mundo with the story.
Pork is a favorite in the family of Adela. But because a kilo of pork now costs 360 pesos, they decided to have pork only on special occasions.
Tuwing kailan na lang kayo bumili ng baboy, ma'am?
Minsan lang. Siyempre, kasi yun ang mahal eh. Mura lang kasi yung manok. Sa manok na lang kami.
Pork vendors have likewise been feeling the brunt of having to raise pork prices due to inflation.
Talagang kakaunti ang bumibili rito simula nung magka-pandemya. Noon kasi marami dito, marami ang benta namin dito. Nakakatatlong baboy hanggang tanghali. Ngayon, sa kalahati, hindi pa. Tinitinda ko pa sa hapon.
The Meat Importers and Traders Association has urged President Bongbong Marcos to cut pork import tariff in the next 5 years. This is to ensure food security and cool down inflation.
The main reason is to be able to maintain a competitive price. We have so much stock in inventory, assuming that it's all there. Now, these are purchased at a lower landed cost, at a lower exchange rate, and then there is a carrying cost.
The Pork Producers Federation of the Philippines, however, does not agree with lowering the cost of imported pork tariff.
Hindi ho totoo yan kasi ang nagsusupply talaga ng pork ay galing sa local. Ginagamit lang nila yung consumers, nakawawa yung consumers. Sila mismo ang nagbibigay ng mahal ng mga pork na imported kahit mura at saka highly subsidized yung taripa nila.
As for the Agriculture Department, they have assured the public that there is enough supply of pork in the country. For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
After Dominic Roco and 4 others were arrested in a buybust operation at a townhouse in Quezon City, authorities recovered more or less 15 grams of shabu with an estimated value of 102,000 pesos. Also found in the house was 10 grams of marijuana, estimated at 14,000 pesos. All 5 individuals, including Roco, are now in police custody. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. In world news, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed documents to incorporate 4 Ukrainian territories into Russia. Russia annexed the regions of Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson after supposedly holding referendums in occupied areas of Ukraine. Western governments and Kyiv said the votes breached international law and were coercive in nature. Britain's Royal Mint has unveiled the first coins featuring the portrait of King Charles III. The £5 and the 50-pence coins will enter circulation sometime in December. In keeping with tradition, the king's portrait faces to the left, opposite to his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Over 1,600 individuals have been killed by deadly floods in Pakistan since mid-June. Experts are tracing the damage to climate change. Let's find out more in this Bloomberg video.
Pakistan's recent massive floods claimed nearly 1,600 lives, destroyed almost 2 million homes, and left damage estimated at more than $30 billion. These floods were partly caused by heavier than usual monsoon rains. But there's another factor: the melting snow and ice in the region. Let's bring in Bloomberg's Archana Chaudhary in New Delhi. Archana, tell us more about why this is happening.
The flooding has been bad, and we can point to Pakistan's biggest water source. The Indus River helps grow 90% of the country's food. This river is fed by glaciers of the Hindu Kush, Himalaya, Karakoram ranges. These are ranges that are spread across Pakistan, northern India, Nepal, and up to Tibet. They refer to as a third pole because they hold the world's largest source of water outside the northern and the southern poles. What has happened is because of the Earth's temperatures warming, the heat is causing these glaciers to melt.
So what do researchers say about the impact of this melting? How do we preserve these glaciers? Are there any real solutions?
Well, for more than a decade now, scientists have been ringing alarm bells. This is the world's most populous corner. So we have 1.3 billion people who depend on the waters from these glaciers. And the bigger the floods, the bigger the droughts. The UN has begun mapping about 5,000 of Pakistan's glaciers. One of the solutions that they're talking about is building artificial glaciers, which are called the ice stupas. Pakistan has also been working on Recharge Pakistan program, which essentially means you divert floodwaters to recharge groundwater and surface waters in the lakes. But these are just band-aids. What really can be the long-term solution for this problem is to ensure that temperatures do not rise beyond what the world is committed to keep it at. 1.5 degrees. If that is kept, then there is some hope for this region.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 10:15 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.